Fate seemed distracted, which suited me fine, as it meant that I had more flexibility with what I could do, and also make sure that it didn't go as it did the first time around.
Grim, you would not believe the fun I am having. Such a transformation from the monotony of the office. It almost makes it all seem worthwhile.
I knew the real reason why he was doing this, but I didn't want him to know that. I said, but...
Yes, you expect your daily summary, but I still cannot find it in me to burden myself with this matter. So, off you go.
This time I was playing Fates.
Welcome back, Grimmy. Always a pleasure to see you around. We here got another quiet Sunday on our hands, though. No action at all.
I'd like a drink.
Sure, what's your poison?
The usual.
One sour grouse heading your way.
I drank it alone. After that I said, I'll be going now.
Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Do you know the parades people throw when nothing bad happens?
What people?
The same people who often feel sad, angry, scared when nothing is happening.
What's that got to do with parades?
Is nothing stagnation? Is stagnation death? Or is nothing the sweet smile of an equilibrium?
At least one tragic event, but nothing too serious. Two humans had to die. No insight from the light for this veteran. I decided that they should live. Unfortunately, it didn't have a positive impact. This photographer, apparently, it would benefit greatly if they lived. And that wasn't the first time that I had decided that. As for this oil fracker, feeling of chaos just waiting to happen, so they would die. One who works in waste disposal. I would have preferred to spare you, but two must die this day. It wasn't the best day, but the damage wasn't too severe.
Grim?
How was your break?
Adequate. Now, let us not waste time and get on with it. Right. I see the exact amount of profiles requested. At least someone seems to be up to their task. Oh, whatever.
I knew that Fate was not happy with his position, and I asked, sorry, have I offended you somehow?
You? No, Grim. You have not. Why am I livid? Because the rest of highest management thought it necessary to remind me that taking sudden leave is detrimental to our aspirations. Because they thought to admonish me for taking a couple of days to perform important research. Because, as was reminded, the saying goes, now, how was it? Nothing in life is more certain than...
Death and taxes?
Yes, exactly. Either way, the nerve they have to lecture me on how to do my job.
Kind of like you do to me every day. The irony not escaping me.
It is rather irritating, is it not? No matter, Grim. I apologize for taking it out on you. Good night.
Things were going well. And this one, I just had to use my best judgment. Because there were no requirements. This human is retired and an avid bird watcher. I would put that aside for now. An intern with nothing better to do than cause trouble. Don't know about that. Another one to put aside. A mercenary? Well, I decided that it would be safer to go with what worked. They would die. Then we have a corrupt office drone. I have a problem with that one. But I'll put that one aside and... a data scientist that blindly trusts an AI. Not sure about that. A podcaster and a wrestler. Well, that is interesting. mad cosmologist whose death would improve ecology but have a negative effect towards prosperity. I decided that it was best to be safe regarding that. A waiter that's an habitual liar. Can't have that, and we have a dentist. Well, might as well start with this one. The prankster intern. It was decided that they should die. They had nothing better to do than cause trouble. As for the office drone, they weren't considered a vital contributor to society. The waiter, that's a... well, let's just say they were... their actions would catch up with them. The dentist, well... they were quite reckless. Far too reckless. The retired bird watcher? Not ready for them to die just yet. So far, the decisions were wise. The data analyst that trusts AI too much? Well... they would die. So far, so good. The podcaster that's also a wrestler? Well... I decided that it would be cruel for them to die. Let us see what fate had to say.
Grim, welcome. You know, pursuing my art has given me insights. I have been thinking of humanity, of mortality, their importance, worth, and meaning.
And what's the result so far?
A disarray of thoughts. Listen, is death really such a bad thing? It would be better for everyone. In fact, do these humans even truly exist? Their ephemeral being leads to no relevant outcome. It is all transient, no matter what they do or achieve in life.
Go on, I'll hear you out.
exist in a state of hubris and arrogance, considering them the center of the universe. Yet without them, the sun still sets and rises. Stars explode, galaxies form, or get torn apart. There are departments even for these events. Humans are not the be-all, end-all pinnacle of creation. They are small and insignificant, yet full of themselves. The grandeur of everything will not get superseded by specks of nothing.
Go on.
It matters not how they live through their subjective experiences, millions upon billions of them, everyone considering themselves unique. And technically they are, I suppose, on a minor scale, yet also exceedingly similar. Copying each other, living through similar events with similar basic reactions. While the universe is full of endless wonders they cannot and will not even experience or perceive, ever.
But we could help them experience these things.
But why? What would that change? Their presence is not even necessary to validate these events outside their subjective experience or understanding. Do you know the saying, Grim? If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it,
Does it make a sound?
good, yes. Imagine that. Life reduced only to some human vicinity. The ultimate height of arrogance ingrained in them, to imagine their presence to be paramount. The tree does not only sound, it has been sounding a long time. It has grown without anyone present. It has lived a life. None of this requires humanity to be there to bear witness.
To be honest, I'm mostly here for the work, I said, knowing what he meant by all this.
You wish for a daily performance review instead of a thoughtful discussion?
Not the way I'd put it, but I said yes.
Fine, let me gather the files. I certainly put them somewhere. Here. Oh yes, you absolutely did everything correct today. Such meticulous profile work. Happy?
Yes, very pleased.
Sometimes I do not comprehend you at all. Well, that concludes our meeting. Good night, Grim.
Is your hand tired? Are your fingers getting stiff? You've been clicking around for quite a while.
No, my hands are fine.
Ah, you have the fortitude to keep on with the grind until the very end. Must be why fate chose you instead of all the other candidates. Lost souls.
Are you talking to someone else?
No. It's you who died and found your way here. To the office, where you belong.
If I ever return to the seas, I'd have ye on me crew anytime.
Well, that wrestler was injured, but they'd live. As for which one of these two would die, that's... an unemployed copywriter, you would die. As for... this would mean by default the full-time mother would live. Peace would be improved while prosperity wouldn't.
Grim, I feel odd. I am confused, but I cannot figure out why. I seem to be expecting something. But what? I do not really know.
Jitters about your novel?
Ah, the novel. Yes. The anxiety of creativity might be taking its toll. Oh, bother. I must be getting tired. Mayhaps we should turn to our regular matters.
What if we don't? Seems like a waste of time.
Yeah. Does it really matter? I cannot tell anymore. I am not sure what I am supposed to do right now. So, I guess that is it. Good night.
The apathy was growing. I knew that I could use that.
How many times have we met? I lost all count.
The quota for this day... apparently, fate just didn't care. A video game soundtrack composer? And then we have... this retired human. Seems to be a great contributor to society. Even though their most productive ideas were behind them. A venture capitalist that knows what they're doing and chooses their investments wisely. Those that aren't too high risk. This gardener is obsessed with grass and affecting the bee population. As for this doctor, you would be the first to die. The venture capitalist, I'd put aside. After choosing the next one to die, the retired human would live. The gardener, on the other hand, due to the lack of biodiversity, would die. Only one remained. The venture capitalist would be allowed to live longer. Largely because they knew what they were doing. There aren't many that can say that about.
I must admit, Grim, I still feel a degree of confusion. However, your recent assessment may have been correct. So, how was your day?
Some lived, some died. But nothing catastrophic.
Indeed. The equilibrium really seems to be establishing itself. Alright, I guess that is that. I am at a lack of words.
What about the daily review?
I am sure you have performed adequately. Good night.
It seems that things were going well, much to Fate's disappointment.
Hey, Reaper. Do you hear that joyful murmur of life?
Does it mean I didn't ruin the world?
Apparently, your deeds have been deemed good.
Just doing my job.
Sure you are. Oh, most dutiful and humble of braggarts. You've even thwarted an ill-fated ambition or two.
The thwarted one seemed quite resigned.
I know. You crave for conflict instead? Let them be in their sorrow. Feel at ease and let the smooth tide take you away.
I'll be seeing you.
Wait, what? That's our line.
Ever wonder if there's a way to do things differently?
My approach was working, and it was working well. I just had to hope that I could keep it that way long enough. As there was still a chance that I could mess it up.